17. His followers asked, "Tell us, what will our end be?" Jesus replied, "Why seek the end when you have not found the beginning? For all things arise from the beginning and return there. Blessed are those who discover their place at the source, they will know the end and will not taste death." 18. Jesus said, "Blessed are those who existed before they were born. If you become my disciples and heed my teachings, those treasures will guide you. In heaven, there are 5 trees that remain unchanging through all seasons. Those who touch them will never experience death." 19. His disciples asked, "What is the kingdom of heaven like?" Jesus said, "It is like a mustard seed, the smallest of all seeds. Yet when it falls on cultivated soil, it grows into a great tree and provides shelter for the birds of the sky." 20. Mary asked Jesus, "What are your disciples like?" Jesus replied, "They are like children who have settled in a field that does not belong to them. When the owners of the field come, they will say, 'Give us back our field.' The children will disrobe and return the field to them. I tell you, if the owner of a house knows that a thief is coming, they will stay awake and prevent the thief from breaking into their house. Likewise, guard yourselves against this world with all your strength so that thieves cannot approach you. The difficulties you expect will indeed come. Let the one who has understanding understand. When the harvest is ready, the reaper immediately comes with sickle in hand to gather it. Let anyone with ears to hear, hear." 21. Jesus saw some infants nursing and said to his disciples, "These nursing infants are like those who enter the kingdom." They said to him, "Then shall we enter the kingdom like little children?" Jesus answered, "When you make the 2 into 1, and make the inner like the outer and the outer like the inner, and the upper like the lower, when you make the male and female into 1, so that the male is no longer male, and the female is no longer female, when you replace eyes with a single eye, and hands with a single hand, and feet with a single foot, and when you make the image into the image, then you will enter the kingdom." 22. Jesus said, "I will choose you, 1 from 1,000, and 2 from 10,000. The remaining ones will oppose with one accord." 23. His disciples said to him, "Show us the place where you dwell, for we must seek it." He said to them, "Let those who have ears hear. There is light within a person of light, and they illuminate the whole world. If they do not shine, there is darkness." 24. Jesus said, "Love your brother like your soul, and guard him like the pupil of your eye." 25. Jesus said, "You see the speck in your brother's eye, but you do not see the log in your own eye. When you remove the log from your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." 26. Jesus said, "If you do not fast from the world, you will not find the kingdom. If you do not keep the Sabbath as the Sabbath, you will not see the Father." 27. Jesus said, "I came into the world in flesh and appeared among them. I found everyone drunk and none thirsty for truth. My soul grieves for humanity, for their hearts are blind and do not see. They came into the world empty and leave it empty. But now they are drunk. When they sober up, they will repent." 28. Jesus said, "If the body came into being because of the Spirit, that is a miracle. But if the Spirit exists because of the body, that is the greatest miracle of all. I marvel at how such a precious treasure resides in such a barren place." 29. Jesus said, "Where there are 3 sacred beings, they represent the Supreme Creator. Wherever there are 2 holy practitioners, or even 1, I am there with them." 30. Jesus said, "A prophet is rejected in his own hometown. A doctor cannot heal those who are too familiar with him." 31. Jesus said, "A city built and fortified on a high mountain will neither fall nor be hidden." 32. Jesus said, "Pray from the rooftop so your voice may be heard. No one lights a lamp and then hides it under a bowl, but rather places it on a lampstand for all to see." 33. Jesus said, "If a blind man leads another blind man, both will fall into the ditch." 34. Jesus said, "No one can enter a strong man's house and steal his goods unless he first binds the strong man." 35. Jesus said, "Do not worry about what you will wear from morning to night, or from night to morning." 36. His disciples asked him, "When will you show us yourself? When will we see your incarnation?" Jesus said, "When you shed all shame and play as a child, throwing your outer garments underfoot, then you will see the Master and will fear no more." 37. Jesus said, "How many times you long to hear the inner voice I speak of, which cannot be found from others. One day, you will seek me outwardly and not find me." 38. Jesus said, "The Pharisees, hypocrites, and Jewish scholars have taken the key of true knowledge and hidden it. They do not enter, nor do they allow others to enter. But you have the wisdom of serpents and the purity of doves." 39. Jesus said, "A vine planted outside the kingdom of heaven is not healthy or firm. It will eventually be uprooted and destroyed." 40. Jesus said, "Anyone who has something will receive more. But those who have nothing, even what little they have will be taken from them."